expected type is, so we can determine what we need to pull back. And then we pull from a specific section, we pull a key and give it a default value. So this likely has we'll do this. If arg3 is equal to no. Yeah, let's just do the same thing here. Switch arg3 case string break case number break. I always do that. That's why I'm trying to avoid what most games do, is where the player is able to be self-sustaining very quickly and with little effort. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so in this way, if the player doesn't pass in what they want the default value to be, if the expected value is a string, then we give a default value of no string, basically blank, or if it's a number, we give a default value of 0. Again, that's if they don't pass the default value in. So this is good, but I also need to have a setter, and we'll do it in the same place. And we'll basically have a similar setup. Argument 0 equals the file name. Laser Scopes, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome to the Griffin Aerotech School of Aviation. Okay, argument 1 equals section key value, file name, section key value, and that should be it. And I think we'll return argument 3. Okay. All right. So we got to open the file. Don't forget to close it when we're done. I guess we're going to have to no, in this case we don't have to worry whether or not they've passed argument 3, so we can say if is real argument 3, make sure that's right, yep, then we say ini write real, and we say arg1 we want to put it in the section, arg2 arg3 else ini write string. So this is a little bit different than the reader thing, ini getter, because we can just look at the value that they're setting here, right? They don't know the value in the getter, they have a default value that they could pass in, but they don't always have to pass that in. So we had to do some accounting for that. In this way, they're going to pass a value in, and we can just determine if it's an integer or not, or if it's a string. So that should basically open the file, write the line with the key and value, and then close it. And so we're going to return argument 3 here. Guess we could always do something crazy like this, right? Return script. I haven't done this inside of GameMaker yet, but I bet it would work. Get the value of pass in argument 0, argument 1, right? Section key R2. What did I call this here? Number. Let's call this real instead of number. It's kind of confusing to think about if I don't do it that way. Alright, real. So now we can pass in the expected type, arg5, and we can then pass in the default value, which will just be arg3. If it doesn't exist, just pull it back. And let me make sure the ini getter gives the value. Yes, it does. Cool. I haven't done that yet, where I return instead of returning just like a variable here, I return the output of whatever script was. So basically, now that we've written to it, we should also be able to read from it and get the value back immediately. So where were we?
This first one here is from she says,
not worried about that one. I was going to be creating, let's see, creating one more script, which would be script ini op menu.
This one is from Space Evenly. He says,
So the op menu ini. All right.
This one is from Radio Shock. She says,
So the question is here, are we trying to get what are we trying to get?
he says,
Script helper operator menu ini.
this one is from @GMS. That's pretty cool, man. GMS. Oh, Sissel. Sorry, Sissel. Not cool. It was a size. Like the Sissel. James Sissel.
So this will be the setting to modify.
Scary story.
let's keep it simple. I'm not trying to get not too far up in my head about that one, like just trying to think about it too much. So okay, and I had the operator menu DS map open for a reason, so I could look at the bookkeeping. There's going to be a left slot, so why don't we just follow that. Left slot. I'll go ahead and put a right slot here, although I probably won't ever increment it unless we hook up our game a little bit differently in the future. Pay coins. Yeah, so in this way we are mirroring as best as we can the operator menu. Yeah. Okay, so again, the only thing we're affecting here So note, this is to modify any operator menu INI setting that should be affected throughout the game. So whenever I want to do something, all the work will be done here. I'll do something like script, INI setter, so we've got the file name, section key value is what we need next. So the section here is bookkeeping. The key is left slot, OP left slot, operator left slot, and the value is argument 2.
With Liberty Mutual new car replacement, we'll replace the full value of your car. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
So now all we have to do is update our keys.
He's allergic to it.
Paid coins, paid credits, game started. Just make sure everything matches up here. Games continued. Total plays. Sweet, okay. You know, if I just made this simple, I could just say that I really wouldn't have to update anything. I wouldn't have to have this huge switch statement. So I could just do something like return script, ini setter, op file, bookkeeping. I may need to have a section. So all I'm affecting right now is bookkeeping, but later I'm going to be affecting audit. So we can keep the switch statement here. No, we don't even need a switch statement. We'll just argument 1 will be the section, and argument 0 is. So I think actually I should probably switch these two. Sorry, I'm doing this as I'm doing this on the fly. So section key value. Section should be here, key should be here, value should be here. So I think in that way I take all this away. So it has to match up a section directly. We're going to check that this section exists first before we try to write to it. I know you can do that with GameMaker, so I just got to look that up. We'll do an ini section exists and ini key exists before we ever try to write. Is that true? Should we do it like that? Yeah, let's do it like that in the setter.
What are you doing? Don't walk on my roof. Join me. What you meant to do? You can't escape that prophecy. Let's give it a profile. Something.
If our section exists, R2, right? Section arg1. And key ini exists R2. Then we can do these things. And we'll set valid equal to true. Same check here. I can actually do the check outside of here and only do it once instead of twice. R1 and R2, good. Valid equals true. That should just go right here. And then we only want to return the valid. Otherwise, I'll return false. What am I doing wrong here? Section key. arg1. INI key exists. arg1, arg2, arg1. Cool. So we're only ever going to set if everything is correct here. We only need to pass in 3 values. We pass in the section key and value. I should say 3 parameters. We pass in the section key value, which then sets and returns the value. So
maybe you should reapply.
we got that guy there. Back to insert coin, which is where this whole thing started.
Come on.
Script.
You want to stew for a while? Nobody's ever trusted me with anything before.
Is that because
Backyard's jacked.
worse in the front?
Backyard's worse in the front. The windows are really old, but I mean the roofing looks good
Were you able to see inside?
for like a half second, but I don't want someone to see me. So
It definitely has potential. But it's definitely possible.
the price is right. It comes from 4 to 450.
Let's go check out the call.
All right, let's go.
Ooh, gonna have to get the current value for coins before we add to it.
House looks cute. It has a 2-car detached garage, fresh paint.
And it looks good. The road's in good condition. So this one's 429,000, and the one we're looking at is 335,000.
Oh, wow.
So that's a big spread. Oh wow, nice flow.
Actually nicer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it actually has a really, really good flow.
So,
When you walk in,
should be straightforward. Script. INI getter.
From walking in, I kind of would have expected a little bit more in the kitchen. If it was me, I would have
I think we're expecting the file name.
I think that would have gone a long way. But they have an additional living area on the kitchen.
This is a huge. I mean, they didn't update the doors, the baseboards. So, I mean, they made it look new, but it's not brand new.
I like this house, but I think we could do a better job.
No, I think we can do a much better job. I'm thinking there's a greater 35,000. I just say we come in, we're at 25,000 all cash. Yeah, it's still a little bit risky, but I think it's close enough to where we might have stuck it in 10,000 under the.
Section key. OP left slot. Real and default value.
All cash. You think that works? Okay, if you could do that, get back to us right away, let us know. If not, we're just gonna have to move on to another property. The sellers countered our offer at $332,000, and we accepted. Closing the deal in 2 weeks. But it took 3 months for the renters to move out. So
OP left slot should give us the number, and that should be it.
let's do this.
How many variables did we expect here? We expected 5. Let's see how many we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And how many variables did we expect here? 3, and we have them. So first of all, we get the value of slot before we increment it. OP left slot plus 1 should be
Disaster.
They left this place because it's sketchy mess.
Oh, there's a roof roll of force. Oh, man, that's
make sure this is real and not a string. And we add 1, it turns in, when we put real around it, it turns into a real, and then we add 1, and we're incrementing it basically. Okay.
Alright, so this kitchen is nasty, complete. That's $7,000 to do the kitchen, but my biggest fear is electric, plumbing, driveway, roof. I mean, those are some major expenses. Yeah. It's old. This is the bathroom. Look at the ceiling steep. Totally peeling.
Oh yeah, this, you might have a roof issue with this.
So this is the main bathroom to the house. It's good size. That's actually a really good size bathroom. You know what? 2 of the 3 bedrooms are decent sized.
I don't think any of the rooms are really a good size for a master.
Well,
How do we pick which one's the master?
we bought it, we own it, so.
Oh, wait a minute.
Is that look?
These are like here.
So we have OP paid coins, that's value.
That smells horrible. Oh my god.
I mean, we're basically incrementing both of these. If we had left and right slot, paid coins would get incremented when either one of these gets incremented, but right now everything should only go through the left slot. So we should only ever see, you know, the value of what's coming through for left coins. The left slot should always affect the value for paid coins.
Nothing structural. And that's not including the plumbing because we haven't inspected, the electrical because we haven't inspected, right?
So it's 47,000 with unknowns.
This could get very pricey. Alright, so open the garage. Oh, nice in here too. Wow, look at the whole wall.
Oh my gosh, this is not good. They've actually tapped in to the main water heat. This is a DIY.
Coins per play value, coins per to continue value.
You know, I have no idea. I can't explain. When you've used plastic irrigation lines, this is going to be connected.
Are you looking at it right now? Does it look like we can fix it or repair it? Or are you looking at a repipe?
You know what? You're looking at a refight.
No, are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah, I'm absolutely positive. This is not a good thing.
What did we buy?
So this is affecting
Celebrating 80 years of quality life and quality
paid credits and games started. So we affect both of those right here.
Why do we include key ingredients found in fruits and vegetables to create the world's best multivitamin beverages? Why do we do over 150 quality checks before putting them on the shelf? Well, here's why. Celebrating 80 years of quality life and quality products. And we're just getting started. GMS.
This is Matt and Marissa's journey to home. They want a house in a desirable neighborhood
They don't want to park.
with room to grow
Here's the elementary school.
and a big yard for Macy.
We looked at the neighborhoods surrounding our current neighborhood.
We did find a little bit of what we were looking for in each home, but not everything from each home.
They decided to build, but made it tough to get started.
Matt had a lot of enthusiasm about buying the home.
It's very important to have a guy like Sam to be able to
To get the build started, Sam got a conditional approval letter.
So paid credits is affected every time a credit is added, started or continued. Credit. This one is OP Games continued. Cool. So let's keep a running tab of everything that needs to be updated. So we don't miss anything. So this will be operator menu, audits, operator menu, bookkeeping. Add a checklist, and we're talking about left slot, paid coins, games started, games continued, paid credits, total plays. Game Maker, stop doing that. And plays until score reset. I'm not really going to affect right now. I want to update things that are in game. Left slot, right slot, paid coins, paid credits, game started. Let me make a note here. The right slot is wired to the left slot. Left slot, right slot, paid coins, paid credits, game started, games continued, total plays. Okay, that would be it on bookkeeping, and then the last piece is audits. So we'll update that right now so we don't forget everything that's in here. But I have updated this. I have not updated total plays.
31 degrees north, 75, 12 degrees west. That's where Polyphemus and the police are.
Got me some brownies. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do total plays in just a minute. Operator audits, we do need to add this checklist real quick. Total plays. Hours of play. Average player game time. Game started. Level 1 complete. Level 2 complete. Follower goal reached. Yeah. You're right, man. You're right. I don't even know what to do about that.
How many followers do you have?
104.
Good job.
Yeah, boy. Hype. Okay. So what now? Do we make a new goal? I guess we got to make a new goal. But we should do something about that. I'm not sure what to do about that yet. Twitch chat, let's see. Trying to figure out. So I got to open up that file. There we go. Should do it. Yeah. Okay. Let's just verify our update is working, and that might be it for tonight. So anytime I add credits, we should see left slot paid coins increment, credits should go up, game started should go up. Well, actually, game started and continued. I don't think I have those yet, although I think I checked them off. No, I don't have those actually. I think maybe I got a little too happy on these two, because I don't necessarily think just because somebody adds a credit here that they are continuing. I got the there it is. Game Maker. Alright. I mean, technically, these are credits. Okay, yeah, those are all three related. Games started, games continued, and total play. So I'll have to update those later on. For now, I got to make sure I take them out because I don't think they're accurate where they're at. Okay, they're out of there. Let's hit play.
So here's the laminate samples. It would look really good if the laminate was dark, playing off the apples.
Hey, I agree.
How do you feel about this one? What do you like about these two?
I like this one. I feel like it looks more real and natural. I think it's
Did you know if they wanted that site?
So really important because we added a section bathroom. We have to design it.
Sir Tao, I'm not following your question exactly. Maybe I should have seen that a little bit ago. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see if that file got updated. Let's close this guy here and reopen because we'll be able to see. Gotta re-navigate to that file real quick.
Yeah, so it's about a PG, not too expensive.
Okay, so I think we should do this, but check this out. You know what's really cool? How they just did a huge
Oh, nothing.
Mosaic in the shower wall.
Yeah, that looks definitely shower till bathtub.
Nothing got updated as expected. As I had expected. So, I must have done a couple of things incorrect. Back to the insert coin.
Portion of the back wall right when you walk in is going to be full mosaic backsplash.
this one's $10 a foot. This one, $4 a foot. So we have $10 and we have $12.
The good thing about these is we really don't need that much, so it's definitely worth it.
All right, let's go right it up.
INI getter takes the file name, section, key, expected type, which should be string or real, and the default value. If the default value exists, we use it. Otherwise, we set it on our own. And then we have script helper op menu INI, where we pass in a section. The specific key that we're looking for and the value. Then we pass it through script INI setter, which is looking for file name, section, key, value. File name we pass in right here, section, key, value 012. We look for the section, argument 1. Argument 1 is section, and then key, we look for section key. Valid is equal to true here. If it's real, then we set it as INI write real versus INI write string. I don't know why this is indented so far. That looks right to me. Then we go get the value immediately. One more time, the getter is looking for file name, section, key, let's make this a little more obvious, expected type, and then default value, section, key, value. Default value is whatever we passed in. And we return it. So we should have something here. See what we got. So you, Sir Tao, you worked with the guys over at Death's Gambit. I haven't gotten a chance to follow up with them yet, so private message me, help me remember. Yeah, I need to follow up and ask those guys. Sorry, that's not intentional that I haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay, so I love everything we did with this house, but how much did we spend here?
Whoa.
Good thing is we added an extra half bathroom, which we got 2 full baths, which is huge.
Here's one, about 1,200 square feet, 3 bedroom, 1.5 bath. And that's for right now, it's at $469.
So we only had 1 full bath.
Only had 1 full bathroom, but it did have new electric, new plumbing. Here's the second comp I found, which is shocking. It's actually in escrow, $499,000. 3 bedroom, 2 full bath. So pretty much the exact characteristics of our house, but a little bit larger. The exact same unit. What do you think? What's on this one?
I said we come in strong, 499,000.
So $499,000. If we don't sell within 3 weeks, we'll drop to $479,000.
Alright.
There it is.
Let's try again.
Tell you what, from where this house was, brand new driveway, new gate, tile patio, new fire bed, new roof, new paint.
I love the compound, I love the flowers. It's definitely the prettiest house on the street.
Question is, based on the size of our house, and what we're pricing, this was a hallway right here before. We created a full bathroom. It doesn't look small out here, it still looks good.
This is like how it's supposed to be.
Right. This house was bad when we bought it. I mean, what a transformation. And the kitchen is just so...
So no extra output, but we should see some debug messages here. Oh man, I accidentally closed the compile window. Grr.
And then, this is a huge master bathroom. I mean, look at it.
Yeah, I love this type of door because it's such a space saver. Closing off the door here, creating an extra.
Try again. Left slot 0. Huh. So the value that it's getting is always 0. And it's having a hard time adding to that value. That's good feedback though.
The kitchen, I love the tile versus hardwood. It matches beautifully.
This is a huge backyard. I love it.
And this is big.
Oh, yes, this is very nice.
That's a paint shop. I love that.
Oh, the floor is beautiful, and I love how you did the tile right here.
What do you think?
I love the color choices and the bathroom and the kitchen, and I asked for Bobby Dark.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is really good. Really good place.
Yeah, so far, everyone's all been good. Everyone's all upgrade, so far so good.
Everybody's looking good, pretty, but no one said, I want to write an offer yet, so. Fingers crossed. Despite a great open house, the offers were slow to come in. So after a month on the market, we lowered the price by $15,000. And we eventually sold for $482,500. For a profit just over $55,000. Time to find another house to play. And this is my wife, Christina. We're real estate agents. Ever since the market crashed, it's been a rocky road. With a family to support, we're starting a new business and we're flipping houses. The bigger the disaster, the better the makeover. We pay for these houses in cash, sometimes sight unseen. Some of the houses are easy fixes.
Oh yeah, man, the spear looks really good with your player. I like it, dude. Yeah, the terrain looks good too. Not bad, man.
it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. The asking price is 3.25.
$325,000.
Too bad the art isn't yours. Never do something that nice.
Based on what he's telling me, this could be a really good opportunity. Let's go look at the house.
I can't go over the investment in an hour, but having a contract out there, be very precise, vivid, that way we know how much money it needs, and then we can make a decision.
After it's all Steve, go look at the property. If he calls there, let me know. So we need to walk through it. So if I can get a final budget in place, I can submit the offer.
Try again. I'm gonna be using free assets from OGA until I can find someone else to do the art. Help me out with OGA again. Is that one of the forums? Like one of the big gamer artist forums? Okay, so I just modified some items. So the updated left slot evaluates to 1. However, every time it tries to pull it again, open game art. Sweet, dude. Yeah, that's good. I need to write this, I need to make sure this gets into the stream info below. That's really good, man. Okay, I can be done.
Everything we walk inside and outside, what do you think it's going to cost to complete?
Alright. So paid coins is or updated left slot is incrementing like we expect it to, but it's almost like I have to go look at the way we're saving values here in this operator menu. I went through this a while ago. So we rounded, and if it was real, we wrote a real string, which should be fine the way we're doing it, but we might want to round just so we don't get those weird numbers in there. Trying to write this value. Yeah, that site, I haven't gotten much of an opportunity to look at it, but I think it could be huge for someone like you or me who's trying to throw up a game real quick. Okay, I'm just keep trying to look at the updated output of this file. And surprise, surprise, nothing shows up. What do we have in the compile window? Ooh, don't have anything about trying to write any values, and we should definitely be hitting that. So that tells me something is wrong with the way I'm trying to do script helper, op menu, INI. So I wonder if I need to try to do this first. Let's just see if we made it to this file actually.
Don't send a fan to do an air conditioner's job. Call your local vacuum comfort pro before it's too late. Comfort for life. Did you notice that there's so many prices?
So we did make it in there, but it must be having a problem finding the section and key that we're passing in. Section comes in as 012. Bookkeeping. So that section and that key are definitely in there, and paid coins should be paid coins plus 1 based on what we saw. OP left slot exists. Ooh, I think I see the problem. File name is 0 here, so it's not finding the file name. Somehow I had that set to 1. So I bet that's going to be my issue. I'm just going to remove my debug messages and hit play.
Anything without him letting me see it first.
We own the house. What do you want to do?
I mean, it's definitely not my favorite house I've ever bought, but exactly we own it, so we just have to make it best of what we have, maximize the space.
Okay, that should have done it. Yes. Look at that output. Love it. So if we look at that file now, close this guy, open this one, we should see updates, and we do. Paid coins 8, left slot 8, those two should be the same. And then right now I have the settings set to 1 credit for every 2 coins, so that's exactly right. Boom. That's awesome. Games started and games continued. How are we going to figure that one out? I think I've already got that in place actually, but okay. So all that is working the exact way we would hope it would be working. Let's see if we can figure out where the player presses start for the first time. It'd be on the menu screen, probably on the step of the menu screen.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah, told you.
Gee,
What a difference, right?
the house is huge.
That's twice as big.
We created so much value.
Yeah, totally. By raising it up, now that it's all one level, that's what makes it feel extra big. And now it actually has flow.
Yeah, if you didn't come up with this idea to raise this platform, I don't know what we would have done here. You can credit on this one.
First play equals true, so we could probably modify everything right here for this one. And then I think in the persistent controller,
Or another idea what we could do is do a whole slider system. 15-foot slider, open up like this, a nice step down.
Love that idea, but I know that's
we're also looking to see if the player restarts.
The door's around $1,500 installed.
definitely worth it. First up the shower. Not looking so hot.
Yeah. So this looks incredible.
Much better. Now you can actually see from the kitchen to the living room all the way outside. Like you brought the examples?
I did. I wrote some tile samples, I wrote some granite samples, and I wrote some cabinet samples.
Let's start with flooring. You know, we have two options. We can go with one type of flooring throughout, or we could do a tile in here and a laminate in the rest of the house.
This may be incorrect where this is at. First play equals false.
So I think maybe we run laminate to the whole house.
Initially, I'm drawn to this one right here. I like how it has all the different variations of color. I like how it has the grooves. It makes it look more like rollwood.
You want to go with this dark?
I think that's just too dark. I'm like leaning towards this cabinet right here. With this flooring. It's really pretty. What time is it? Flooring brings out the hint of
Say what?
So it's black in it, and then running around that'll work.
So I think this looks too wild. Let's take that one out, so it's between these two.
I like the one on the left. I feel like it has a nice hint of medium brown that look really nice in the cabinet and also look really, really nice on the flooring.
So after a while, we do the tile for the flooring, how long we can do it in a first step pattern.
From keeping the beds.
We are making this up. First step pattern, and then that cool mosaic border. So we're across right here, and we're also doing soap dish.
Is there any way we can potentially make the band be bigger so there's more counter space?
So I saw an issue with this right here, this line right here. I'm not working on this right now, but I don't think I can walk away from it since I see it. If I don't fix it, it'll cause bugs in the game later. So trying to think of where I should put it.
Hey, sounds great. Looks beautiful. Love how the floors and the walls match. And then that mosaic tile look really nice.
Yeah, this is super cool. So it's gonna look like,
Oh, very nice.
that's cool, right?
That's awesome. Very pretty.
We get a new one here in the garage. What? We've got all this cloth wiring that's stubbed out. Who knows where? I'm gonna have to remove all this. Don't want to touch it. It looks so bad. This could cause a fire. This could burn the house down. Just give it to me cost wise. What are we looking at? This could be thousands. No, this could be thousands. You know what? I just dawned on me. When we were here, we never looked at the garage.
Chapter 13, debt repayment plans deal with loans, foreclosures, car payments, credit cards, payday loans, repos, accident, and more. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Get one lower payment and stop creditors now. Call us for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com.
If you're worried about debt, call now to see if you qualify.
First play is equal to false.
Stick vacuums are supposed to make life easier, but that hasn't always been the case.
Okay, so the way I have it is actually correct based on everything else I'm seeing. So I think I'm good to walk away from this for a moment and continue on with what I was trying to get to.
How much protein does your dog food have? 15%? 20? Introducing nutrient-dense Purina One Trillium Instant.
Okay, so
And 30% protein.
I think at this point we're saying that the player is continuing right here.
What's precious to you is precious to us. So when coverage really fits, you can count on Nation. Put members first. Join Nation.
So I think we use some similar.
Say I'm lucky to have this hair. I think this, and I really think presence.
Preference is luminous.
Big, fun color that lasts. Golden, warm, luminescent.
Luminous colors of love. Opulence.
Gloria, hair colors?
Right.
For my party eye look, I rely on Almay. Almay Intense Eye Color. Perfectly coordinated shades for my hazel eyes. So easy to choose, so easy to use. You've gotta try it. Almay, the American West.
The Green family has a long history of doing things their own way. Age and root drop of choosing price is wrong for what requires. Really true.
You know that Neil looked at this and asked you what you're out marrying?
So,
A major issue with the electrical wiring in the garage. This could cause a fire. This could burn the house down. Those things will be addressed by today. We thought this electrical problem would be back to big time, but we learned it's not going to cause.
Okay, so now we're affecting games continued in the operator menu settings. Bookkeeping, games continued,
With you on this one, we're going to have to report for any
games continued +1.
actually do is widen the driveway so people can fit 2 cars.
Oh, that'd be nice. How much would be that cost?
Probably looking at about 4,000 to 5,000. So I think at this point we have it.
Yeah, well, then we can't leave it like this. It's horrible.
Alright, so we need to find the slider.
Right.
So we have the back rear load sliders with just one handle. They open.
Cool.
Right.
The other one
Where both sides open, all 3 sides. How do you feel about maybe doing the corner window?
is going to be games started. And that is going to be in the step event. Nope, not in the step event. It's going to be in the menu. Step event.
Talk about something like that. There's a slider, right? But we can do this, you can have this in a slider where we can use a fixed pan at the end and then open in the middle.
That'll make it feel as big, open, light, bright as possible.
Okay, so you want to go with this?
At this point, we're saying the person has just pushed start for the very first time in the game. They have more than a few credits, or more than 1 credit, more than 0 credits, sorry. I'm going to get it right here in a second.
I like this color, plays really nice out the front.
Good thing I checked that, because that was wrong. But I think we got it.
I'm new and Chef Active by Protein. I help you recharge with nutritious energy and strength to keep you active. I'll take that.
New and Sure Active by Protein. 16 grams of protein and 23 vitamins and minerals, all in 160 calories. Ensure
Do people really know about the ingredients of small retail foods? Watch Claudia's reaction when she learns about 3 popular brands.
I follow the Jake.
Game started, games continued, total plays are all empty right now, so if I start something we should see some good output. Okay. Let's just die a couple times. Get some continues going. I don't know if that subtracted from the credits. Huh. It's like infinite continues. Okay. So I got there's some sort of problem with the decrementer on the credit continue, but we'll fix that real quick. Now the main thing I wanted to do was go check and make sure that operator menu shows us some correct information. I'm expecting to see 3 total plays, 1 game started, 2 games continued. One game started, 2 games continued, 3 total plays. Boom! Right slot for now will always be empty because it'll be tied right into the left slot. The right slot will be tied into the left slot, and paid coins will be. Paid coins is technically a combination of left and right slot, so. Tight.
Three times bigger in here.
Look at this backyard. I mean,
There's room to add a pool, do an addition, whatever you want to do.
so right from here, you walk right into the kitchen. Big and open, really flows.
Beautiful kitchen. I love all the finishes we show.
Oh, man. So,
This is the only bathroom in the house, but we did it.
decrementing global credits kind of threw me for a loop there. That should have subtracted from the global credits.
And it just goes perfect with the tile we picked, the cabinets we picked, and the granite. Now that this room's staged, it really shows that you can fit a nightstand, a bed, and a dresser. So it's actually a little bit bigger than I thought it was. I'm feeling really, really good about today. The house came out perfect. I think we'll price right. We're going to get a lot of activity.
Oh, free play must be on. If free play is on, then that would explain why credits weren't decrementing.
We're used to slow open.
We can verify that. Operator menu and free play is on. Sweet. If I turn it off and I save the settings
Oh, just driving by.
and I save and exit. And I jump in and die.
All right, so what's going on here?
Then I lose a credit. Perfect. Tight, man. It's so good coming together. Okay, really in a good spot with that.
Very, very concerning.
$73,300 in the hole. We'll keep trying, but for now, time to find another house to flip.
Across the nation, people are going small, really small. These are so cute.
Alrighty.
Some just a microscopic 100 square feet.
Whoa.
That's a tiny house.
It looks really small.
This tiny trend is picking up big steam, with everything from converted
I pretty much commented out the controls everywhere else, so I'm going to comment them out here. And up here I'll do the same.
Cindy is ditching the Colorado cold for the surf and sand of Hawaii.
Mom, would you really have an outdoor shower?
With the help of her daughter Hannah, she's going tiny.
This is rough though, coming up and down this ladder all the time.
But will Cindy find a place in paradise that's the right fit for her?
I think I can touch both walls though, Mom. You're touching the closet of the wall. It does not have a refrigerator.
I don't like this at all. Can you even get in that?
Let's make sure I didn't break anything. Ah, I did. So it looks like I'm looking for it in the
So pretty.
My name is Cindy Roy. I currently live in Littleton, Colorado.
create event
and
of
have recently retired
operator
from my
menu.
job.
You want to try some of our coffee sample? Sure.
Cindy and her daughter Hannah, who's on spring break, have traveled 3,300 miles from Colorado to visit the Big Island of Hawaii, where Cindy is hoping to move.
I've been wanting to move out of Colorado for quite some time just because of the colder weather.
It's so pretty.
It is very pretty. For many years, I've been doing what everybody else wants. So when I retired, I knew that Hawaii was my destination, and that was where I was going to go.
But this Colorado native is looking to change more than just her location.
Before I retired, I was a real estate appraiser. I valued high-end properties. Seeing a lot of the high-end homes, they were so large. After a while, I just thought, I don't even know who lives in this kind of place. Too big. So, I don't know, the tiny house living is something that really kind of came to me. I started to downsize about 2 to 3 years before
Yeah, look at that.
I was going to do this. It was kind of an emotional journey as I gave stuff to people. It actually made me feel better.
Game start should be added in right there.
Which is a perfect match for her simple lifestyle.
Cool.
Maybe you'll have room in your place for me to come visit.
Oh, of course.
Ooh, diagnostic test problem.
First mentioned the idea of
Step, line 37.
how small is it and that kind of thing. So I was a little nervous. Are you sure you're ready to do this one? I don't know. It's just such a small space.
She sounds like the
Feel the freedom, feel the breeze.
Flying oh so high, feel the comfort, feel the ease. Be your own boss. Out front, when the night will be
Try again. Okay, so I think that's about as far as I'm going to get for today. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. And thank you for the follows. Thank you for keeping me and this game alive in terms of support. and we broke our 100 follower goal. So this was a good stream. I think we broke it while I was offline. So I'm really thankful to you guys for supporting me in that. So if you're watching this on Twitch or if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to pop that follow button. But thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. We'll be tightening up the operator menu and basically how it affects the game throughout the rest of the game. So thanks again, guys. I will talk to you next time.